And that's exactly what I said. Well, could you get me an appointment then? Okay. Alright, thank you. Maybe like 2 o'clock. Yeah, I've been very busy. If maybe we could squeeze it in 30 minutes. Yeah? Okay. Yeah, for sure. I have to call you back. I think I might have found our next top model. Yeah. Alright, bye. Hey, could I bother you for a second? Okay, I work for a modeling agency. I was wondering if you'd be interested in modeling because you are insanely beautiful. Maybe? Okay, well, what would it take to convince you? Because you could make so much money. I'm just saying it right now. Okay, I didn't even get your name. What's your name? Oh, that's a pretty name. I'm Daphne. Basically all you'd have to do is, I give you my phone number. You can call me up if you want or if you'd like. We can just take it from there. I can tell you what you'd be doing, and for now, if you were to start from either like now to maybe September, it'd be fashion designs, like you'd be wearing designer's clothing, basically just, modeling outfits, accessories, all of that, Yeah, after September, we normally kind of take a turn and we try to do themes. So we'll do like, whether it's like a Halloween themed or like an ocean theme or, like just whatever we're feeling kind of, or whatever is in style at the moment. We'll basically just take trending topics and try to push that into what we're doing. Yeah, it attracts people. It really does. And we've had lots of success in the past with doing that. So you would make good money. I'm just telling you now. I mean, I can't give you an exact price yet, but if you maybe would be down to talk about it over coffee someday, then, or, just give me a call, whatever you're feeling. We could discuss it deeper. I have an appointment at 2, so I don't have much time, but, I could explain some things right now if you wanted. I mean, what's an appointment, right? So, would you be interested in what, like part-time, full-time? Because we could get you either or. I mean, we could really base it around your schedule. Well, sometimes. Sometimes you would be required to come in at specific times, when we have fashion shows and our runway walks, but I mean, there's a lot of stigma around models and diets and stuff. The way we do it, we don't really force a diet on anyone, except we do suggest that you get, greens and you try to take care of your skin. We give everyone a free skincare package. Really great stuff. I've used it myself millions of times and it's tremendously helped my acne. I used to be completely pimple face, but then I, got into beauty and did lots of research and, found some things that work. And we could do some, like tests too. We could look up what would be best, what would fit your skin type best, because everyone's skin type is different, so yeah. Wish we could get into that another day, but you already seem like you have flawless skin, and you seem like you take care of yourself. Do you have like a diet or anything, or do you like work out often? Okay, you don't work out often. I find that hard to believe. Okay, not much of a diet either. So you're just like genetically blessed then? Okay, genetically blessed. Mark that off the list. Yeah, I'll go ahead and write down my phone number for you. Let's see. Here's that for you. Yeah, just hold on to it. You don't have to feel forced to give me a call or anything. That's my personal number, so if you want my business number, I can give that to you. I have my business cards in my car, but it's quite a walk. No? Alright. I could always shoot you a text and send you my website if you'd like to, so then you could give it a look if you're interested. Okay. Yeah. You know, I don't always give everyone my personal number, but sometimes, sometimes it just feels right, Yeah. Some people are just, they seem more down to earth, and it just, I don't really know how to explain it, but, you seem like you're genuinely interested, and just wanted you to, get a phone number and talk to someone who actually cares and is interested in helping you, maybe grow a career, or, just do something new. And you wouldn't have to do it for the rest of your life. There's no ties. You're not really required to stay for anything. There's no contracts. Well, there is a contract, but the only thing that really covers is just make sure you're eating healthy and maintaining a good diet, and which I know earlier I said it wasn't really that much of a requirement, but we don't take it we don't take it that seriously. It's not a big worry, but some people have to work harder with it, and those people, they do work hard because they care about what they're into. But anyways, rambling once again. So do you care if I ask what you do now? You work at a grocery store. Okay, what store would that be? Is it the one right down the street? I go there all the time. Are you normally up at the front, cashier, or are you mainly in the back? Yeah, that explains it. Because I would not have forgotten a face like that. I'm just saying. I mean, I either go to the grocery store or I go to Walmart. And it really just depends on the day and where I'm at, How much do you make working at the grocery store? That's it? Well, I could give you an estimate. You'd be making almost triple that. I'm just saying. And it's not a lifetime commitment. It's not anything you have to really stress about, but hey, you kidding me? I would be honored to, style you and, just, like fashion-wise. Okay, yeah. Like, that would be cool. Like, I'm already envisioning, like, a whole entire, like, outfit right now. Yeah, the fitting is very fun, and getting the outfit on and everything. The outfits can be a little uncomfortable at times, but that's just kind of a thing with fashion. It's not always comfortable. Sometimes it's just for looks, but I do like to try to make my outfits as comfortable as possible. I actually design lots of the outfits that you see on the runway. Yeah, I actually got a gig with some Victoria's Secret models. That was insane, and it was like one of the most stressful events that I've ever had in my life. Lots and lots of stress, but I like to, when I'm not doing big gigs, I like to try to keep things simple, you know, kind of like cozy. And I'm also not super, you know, strict with like looks. Like, I know lots of people only go for super skinny, super tall, which you just like, there's just something about you. You're just like, you would be perfect for the runway. Just absolutely perfect. I don't even know how to describe. You have this like glow. It's like your face like and body, like they're all very defined, but also like smooth, but like not too smooth, but not too defined. Like it's just that perfect mix in between, and it's that look that I've been kind of like searching for the longest time, and it feels like I just stumbled upon a gold mine today, you know? Yeah, I mean, it means a lot that you're asking questions, that you seem interested. Hopefully it's not just a ask questions, small talk, and then never hear from you again. But if that's the case, then it is. I'm not going to pressure you to anything, but it'd be very cool if you actually gave it a chance, because I could see you, like, really getting somewhere in the future. Yeah, I really could. Oh, yeah, like, my vibe for everything. I have different themes, different, like, vibes, what I want to, like, portray differently. I'm an artist as well, so I just kind of do whatever my heart's telling me to in the moment. I try to get everyone's opinions on how they're feeling and what they might be interested in doing. I like to give the people that I've recruited, my models, I'd like to give them a say in what they wear, because they are the ones who are wearing it. So I like to try to give everyone a word and a choice. Yeah. I'd say that's one nice thing about being a female-owned modeling agency is that we like everyone's input. Yes. For sure. We have some men working on crew, but not a lot. They're mainly just there for the heavy lifting, you know? Yeah, they help with lighting backstage. They help with, I don't know, just doing a lot of the dirty work. I like to get my hands dirty every now and then and, tinker with things, but, I got clothes to design. I got stuff to do. Too busy for all of that, but, and you would get free time. The way it would work with a schedule, if you're interested, it really kind of just depends on what dates we have scheduled. Sometimes you'll be busy during the week, sometimes you'll have nothing during the week, sometimes you'll be super busy on weekends, sometimes nothing on weekends, But our weekdays, did I just say weekends twice? Excuse me if I'm not talking properly. I can't even remember what I'm talking about most of the time, but I'm just like really taken back by your beauty. I don't bump into people like you that often. Anyways, what was I saying? Schedule. So on weekdays we normally do like fittings, we go like search for materials, we get you like sized properly, so we have everything in mind. We do sizings once a week, because everyone's body can change, and then like hormones, menstruation, like all of that can, like bloating, like that is a real thing. Actually, I do have a really nice, it's like a juice mix, like a detox almost, that really does help with bloating. Yeah, it's like apple cider vinegar. It's very strong of a drink. We have them in like little shot sizes, so those are a little bit easier to take, but you just take it on an empty stomach in the morning, and it really does help with bloating. So I do recommend those. But we do have lots of doctors and physicians. We have lots of people behind the scenes who help with nutrition and just health advice. That's another thing, is that we do like to make sure that our girls are healthy and that they're all right. You know, we have had some people who tried to like undereat, overeat, and they just get too carried away and it gets too much in their head, which we do offer breaks if you are like stressed or you've had too much. Like we do have replacement models and people who are willing to jump in last minute, so we're pretty good on that, so absolutely no stress. Yeah. How often would I be there helping? You know, as often as I want, really. I'm there most of the time. I'm like the manager. I manage everything. I make sure everyone's there. I make sure everyone has their outfits. I write everyone's schedules, you know, I do all of that. So I'm pretty much there 24/7. The only days you might not see me is when I have an appointment with other modeling agencies or, you know, just other stuff. Do I personally know the other models? You know, when I've recruited some of the models that I work with, I don't really talk to them outside of work that much. I'm not saying I can't. It's just none of them have really ever gave me that vibe or energy of wanting to, you know, hang out or do something, you know. But like, I would be completely open to making friends and, you know, doing whatever. Yeah. Like, it totally doesn't, it wouldn't do anything. It wouldn't interfere with work or anything like that. So would you maybe be interested? Hopefully that was convincing enough. Yeah? Okay. Oh no, for sure, and I'd go into details about absolutely anything, and if you have any questions, like, I'll let you know. Would you maybe wanna go get coffee? Maybe like tomorrow or in a couple of days or whenever you're free? Yeah? Okay. Yeah, I'll bring my papers and everything. You don't have to sign anything. You can just like read over it. It basically has everything you need to know in there, and I can walk you through it and explain everything to you if that's what you like. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it was really nice talking to you. Yeah, I did have a meeting at 2, but it's okay if I'm late. Yeah, it's like right down the street. I think they'll be fine. But yeah. Yeah, like I said, it was really nice talking to you. I'll see you whenever you're free. Yeah, just text me.